What's going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another video. We gotta go over Shiba Inu. We just actually had a pump here in Shiba Inu, but yeah. Anyways, we're gonna go over this. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. Definitely hit the like button, subscribe. It really helps the YouTube channel out immensely with the YouTube algorithm. Go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section, and let me know what you all want me to go over next. And also, if you want to help support the channel, definitely go ahead and send a Cash App or PayPal donation through the donation link in the description. And if you want these automated trading indicators, which would have told you right when we went on this huge uptrend, definitely check out the Vital Algo link in the description. Use the discount code Marsellis for 25% off. Now let's talk about this pump Shiba Inu just had. We are in control by the bulls. The 24-hour market control is in control by the bulls by 60%. That's huge. So over here, you can see on the oscillator here, it actually told you right before it was about to jump. So over here, you can see there was bearish movement coming down here from these purchasing here. But then right as we hit the downtrend here and right as all that selling started, you see that the selling started to become less and less prominent. And then boom, it just huge buy orders started to come in. And then, Doge, not Doge, but, Shiba Inu just came overbought. I was about to say baby Doge, but yeah, Shiba Inu, it just became overbought. And then as you can see here on the oscillator, we are starting to go down a little bit here. So we did hit a peak right there, but this is definitely good for Shiba Inu. This is definitely going to help us continue to rise. I definitely want to see Shiba Inu continue to rise. But look, even if we did, start to retrace back down here, we have lots of demand for Shiba Inu around the 47 area, less demand up here. But now that we just now started this uptrend, there's more demand up here. So people are probably going to start selling out here, to be completely honest. People are going to definitely hit that sell order. But there's big stuff we got to go over in Shiba Inu today. So that's what we're going to be going over. Now, Shiba Inu price in consolidation as bulls tries to keep control. So as you can see, the bulls, they're definitely trying to keep control here. They tried to make this go all the way up to the moon. But, the second it starts, people who came in to get rich quick, they just pretty much start selling out the second they see something big like this happen. And that's usually how it always happens. So Shiba Inu price is seeing further respect of the pennant formation on a weekly chart. So sheep price saw bulls trying to keep price action above the weekly pivot at the 5433 area, but failed. And now we're at the 5435. We just broke above that area. So it looks like we are going to retest a little bit of these levels down here. So it looks like it's probably going to trend a little bit downwards, but still inside good terms here at sheep. So with the consolidation continuing, the weekly RSI is pointing to overbought. And as you can see here, you can see on the oscillator, it says OB, which stands for overbought. So they're definitely right. That's why I like these vital algo indicators. It shows you when things are overbought and when they're oversold. So anyways, this is a little bit overbought here. So Shiba Inu price is seeing lower highs and higher lows as SHIB price is getting squeezed from both sides. So the pennant looked ready for a bullish breakout, but the U.S. inflation print rattled global markets and pressured cryptocurrencies. So we did just not have a little bit of a breakout there. So anyways, as tailwinds start to fade and the weekly relative strength index trades in overbought, expect SHIB price to correct further around the 4500 area. So the pretty much 4,500, like that I like to say. So that's pretty much what they're predicting that we go down to. Now, when you look at the supply and demand, we have lots of demand at 4,500. So they're not wrong that that's strong support. That's why they say 4,500 because 0.00045, we have strong support there. These green areas are supply and demand, showing that we have more demand for Shiba Inu in these areas here. So that definitely shows that we have support there. So anyways, let's keep going with this. Shiba Inu price sees bulls losing grip as momentum moves against. So Shiba Inu price saw bulls trying to push price action back above the weekly pivot level at the 5433 area, but got stopped in their tracks as tailwinds started to fade after the U.S. inflation started. So pretty much we just now broke that. They made this technical analysis around 12 p.m. So it's way past that. It's like 9:18 p.m. So they made this a little bit while ago, but it just shows you, it puts things into perspective and shows you how quickly things move in crypto. So these are all short-term projections. Like when you see me make these technical analysis videos, they're short-term projections. That's why I always tell you it's bullish. It's going to take off because long-term, we're bullish. Long-term, we're going to take off. Long-term, we're going to do very good things here in Shiba Inu. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the long-term point of view, and then I'm showing you what the short-term charts are pretty much doing and how it coincides with the long-term point of view. So anyways, let's keep going. Shiba Inu price is expected to fall further to the downside, they say, which pretty much short term, if the weekly pivot cannot keep the price elevated above 54.33. So if we can't stay above 54.33, they're saying that we're going to continue to go down. But look, we're at 54.42. So if from here we can start to rise, then we can definitely see a rise in price. So we definitely need to stay above this area here. Now, if we go below the supply and demand area down here, which is pretty much the 54.33 area that they're talking about, then we're going to go on a downtrend eventually to the 47 and the 45 area. But if we can stay above it, this is going to help us break out here. But the red areas show less demand for Shiba Inu. So these red areas here are supply and demand areas showing less demand. So hopefully we can get past these areas because there is less demand up here. More people are selling out of Shiba Inu at these prices. So we need to stay above these or else we're going to go down. That's just temporary though. But anyways, let's keep going. So expect in that case the green ascending trend line to be tested around the 4500 area if we drop below 54.33. So a break below in case market sentiment would take us to 35. Pretty much the bears would, make everything drop pretty much. But let's talk about the bullish analysis here. Now, if bulls can shrug off the weekly RSI in oversold territory and market sentiment shifts back to being a tailwind instead of a headwind, expect a bullish breakout of the pennant within first instance a test on the 00007500 area, which falls in line with last week's high. If bulls can find further momentum and buy side volume picks up, so that would eventually end up bringing us up to the 00008860 area, and that would be our new all-time high, and we'd be retesting things. So we got a lot of stuff going on here with Shiba Inu, but let's get off the technicals. I want to go over something very important here. So anyways, 4.8% in the last 24 hours. Big stuff there. We just now went up huge, and yeah, we're starting to pump a little bit, but I don't really want to go over the technicals the whole video. So I really want to show you some good stuff here. But anyways, now we have 956,000 holders, almost a million holders. Good news there. But let's go over the most important news, which is this article directly from Satoshi Kusama. All right, so he says the art of crypto war. So let's go over this. He read off this. The Art of War. I actually have this book. It's a good book. So he said, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. So those are good words there. So anyways, let's go over this article. We're not going to go over the whole thing because it is a lot that he put on here. So know thyself. We already know about the rug pull that happened with the Squid Games thing. We all know about all that stuff. And we all know Shiba Inu is not just like that. So anyways, we need to dispel all this FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt inside the Shiba army. There is a lot of FUD going on in the Shiba army. So we got to get out of that. So anti-FUD control. Said the biggest FUD we've been dealing with stems from the supply of sheep. So, as you all know, people are saying that sheep has actually added supply onto Shiba Inu. So we're going to debunk that here. But anyways, so let's dispel this one first. So this is coming straight from Satoshi Kusama. So I'm going to read it as if I am him. So the supply of sheep was designed to remain static and not burn. There is no inherent burn mechanism, such as you define in other reflect tokens, kind of like Baby Doge. While for some, this may seem to be a disadvantage, it instead gives the option to burn tokens using utility. Example of utility burns are listed below. During the months of the meteoric rise, the amount of sheep in circulation changed dramatically due to several factors. I can speak for no one else except on one thing, that being that everyone bought their tokens from retail outlets and exchanges. So, for example, the authority of the amount of tokens has and unfortunately remains for the time being centralized outlets such as CoinMarketCap, owned by Binance. For your information, as he said, we have seen other errors take place on CoinMarketCap's website, and they're pretty much saying this is an error with the coins being added to the circulation. So we were then given different reasons to why this change took place. A surprise to us here because, as mentioned earlier, they are the authority on supply and price for almost the entire industry. We expected to get heads up before this change, but received no communication. They're pretty much saying that CoinMarketCap changed this without them knowing about it. They did not know anything about it, and that no coins were added is pretty much what they're saying. So after the change, we received no official communication except responses from customer service that changed from a glitched and API change on our part. So over here, they said I expected better from CoinMarketCap, but as you can see, there's still more FUD. So this will also dispel other FUD, as they're saying. But before I do, I requested a deep dive into our circulating tokens, and the breeds did a good job coming up with an exact total. Again, we like to have this validated with the help of CoinMarketCap, but that may not be impossible. I'll add that supply down at the end of this article. So they're pretty much going to put the supply at the end of the article. We're going to go ahead and skip all the way to the end because there's a lot to go over here, but we're going to come right back to this and talk about the Robinhood stuff. So anyways, let's go all the way down. This is a really long article, by the way. So if you're wondering why I'm not reading the whole thing, I'm skipping stuff because it's really long. So I may do a whole video on this. Actually, I'll do a whole video on this and read the whole thing for the whole video. But right now, we're just going to go over this. So token calculation according to SHIB research. So again, we are requesting communication from CoinMarketCap to confirm. SHIB circulation, 1 quadrillion. Look, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. So 50% to VB, which is Vitalik Buterin, which was 500 trillion. 50% to Uniswap, which is 500 trillion, which comes out to 1 quadrillion. One Vitalik Buterin hold 500 trillion, burned wallet by 410 trillion, and then Shiboshi burned 7.9 billion listings, and they pretty much have all the stuff here, everything that happened with the coins. So if anyone has any questions about what happened with the coins, if any coins were added, they have literally everything here. SHIB burned self-voluntarily into SHIB contract, 213 billion. SHIB burned self-voluntarily into the lease contract, 183 million. SHIB burned self-voluntarily into bone contract, 450 million. Self-burn into a burn wallet by Vitalik Buterin, 12.3 billion. It's just so much to go over. It's a lot of stuff here. So total numbers 1 through 6, 410 quadrillion, not counting total VB wallet burn. So not counted as out of circulation here. So total SHIB stake is 44 trillion. That looks like it is. This is million, billion, trillion. So yeah, 44 trillion is total staked. So yeah, there's a lot of SHIB coins, but they pretty much accounted for everything. So total in circulation, 590 trillion, less 44 trillion above if counted. So 590 trillion, and if you count the 44 trillion above, then 546 trillion. They're pretty much saying there's only 546 trillion total coins in circulation. Nothing more, nothing less than that. So they pretty much debunked all that, and then they have all the other stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna go over all of it inside of a whole video, but this is a lot to go over, so I'm not gonna be able to go over this whole thing here. But anyways, the Robinhood FUD, they're talking about getting listed on Robinhood. It's downright silly to think that Robinhood wouldn't list SHIB. I definitely agree with that, like the wallet FUD. So there's a lot going on. I think SHIB is definitely going to get listed on Robinhood, 100%. But anyways, this is all I'm going to go over for today because this video can get very, very long if I don't. But anyways, definitely hit that like button and subscribe because it really helps the YouTube channel out immensely for the YouTube algorithm. Go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you all want me to go over next. And if you want these automated trading indicators, definitely check out the Vital Algo link in the description. And as always, I'll be back with another video. Peace.